First of all, I'm gonna face the east. Give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai been the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, when you're looking at this World War III and these plagues that's hitting Babylon, this is how the Lord said He was going to end this world that He's dealing with, the world of Esau. And I'm going to go with 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Because when Yahweh Shah was giving his prophecy about the end, he was pretty much giving some different precepts on how the end was going to happen. With Ezra, he also addressed the situation. It's 2nd Ezra 6, and I'm going to start with 7. It said, "Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?" Meaning, what shall be the end of these times that we living in, this age? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So this is when Ezra is finna go into all of these things. So concerning the plague, let's get the last chapter in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. It say, "Woe be unto you, Babylon." So he's talking about Babylon, but he's going to give you a deeper understanding because he's finna add something else. He said, "And Asia, woe be unto you, Egypt and Assyria." So he just added the Moabites and these so-called Arabs in Assyria. Now it says in verse 5, it says, "Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" Okay, so the plague is being sent to this place. That's why you got all kind of food shortages. The people are contaminating the food. They trying to rig the food, burning down the chicken plants. See, burning the crops, contaminating. I think I heard one of the farmers. He say these people that came and just messed with these farmers, tore up all their product. See, because they trying to start a mass famine, so you got to depend on them. It says in what is it? Verse 8, when you go down, it says, "The mighty Lord sends the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" So now, okay, now the Lord sending the plagues. Now that takes me to Proverbs, because it say, if the Lord sending the plague, how you gonna fight against that? Because Proverbs 17 and 11. And mind you, he talking about Babylon, he talking about this spiritual Egypt, which is America, and he talking about Syria and Moabites. Because these Chinese people over here too, they got a Chinatown, New York City, San Francisco, LA. This Proverbs 17 and 11, it says, "An evil man seek only rebellion." See, this is what they doing in Babylon. There's a bunch of rebellion going on because they participating in these abominations. It says, "Therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him." See, the cruel messenger is those plagues. Those plagues is finna sweep through Babylon like a storm. I'm gonna go back to 2nd Ezra 16. Verse 8, it says, "The mighty Lord send the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" And who is he that can drive these plagues away? When they start setting up these FEMA camps and loading them up with these dang on Americans. See, who gonna stop the situation? It says, Let me jump down to verse 14. In 2nd Ezra 16 and 14, it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So until they come on this earth and tab some, see, they're not going to return to the Lord. Now, how is he sending these plagues? Well, let me finish it off. In 15, it says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. So until it tabs something, till you see these missiles hit, the fire gonna keep coming. It says, verse 16, as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Okay. Now I want to back up on these plagues. Go to chapter 15. Chapter 15, it says, it talks about these plagues also. The 2nd Ezra 15 and 11, it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Now he's saying like as before. So when you go into 16, just to get a context of what he's talking about. He's not talking about ancient Egypt. He's saying like Egypt. But this is why he's saying like Egypt. Jeremiah 16 and 14, it says, therefore, behold, the days come, says the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Verse 15, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel, not the Christian church or the Jehovah Wickedness or Catholic church or whatever kind of Muslim mosque, see, Mormons, whatever name you want to put on that Christian denomination crap. It says that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. So that land of the north is going to be synonymous with Egypt. The land of the north is going to be like Egypt. It's going to be the slavery of the children of Israel. The slave land or the captive land, the land of their captivity. This is what the land of the north is representing. That's why he say he's going to send plagues like Egypt, like before, and like he's son in Egypt. Because now it's the land of the north, North America. See, this is where these plagues is going to come. And see, Putin revealing the complexion of the Messiah, that ain't nothing, man. When these players go to hit and whatever Putin doing, that's gonna seem like game. It's gonna seem like child's play. See, that's just the beginning of the situation. It says, I'm gonna start over at 15. It says, but the Lord liveth, that bring up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whether he have driven them. How did he drive the children of Israel? On a slave ship. When the Arabs came and got us through the Sub-Saharan Arab slave trade on the east coast of Africa. See, this is how we were scattered. It says, and from all the lands whether he have driven them, and will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. See, he didn't give a church. He didn't give the Christian church no land. See, he gave the children of Israel land. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is who he gave land. Now I'm going to go back to 2nd Ezra 15, where I was at, I think 11. It says, It's 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues. See? Now let's go also another place where this Egypt, this spiritual Egypt, something similar to Egypt. Revelations 11 and 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. See, a spiritual Egypt. Not Egypt, but a spiritual Egypt, meaning Babylon the Great, America. A great city. That's why Trump say, let's make America great again. Because America always been great. It says, where also our Lord was crucified. And that's why Putin got to come and say, oh, you know what? That Jesus y'all keep talking about, that Jesus really, in my secret vault that I got, he's a black man. See, because America crucified him. See, this great city crucified him and turned him into a homosexual, blonde hair, blue-eyed Edomite. So when you go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and 11, now when you say Egypt, now you got some context on it. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. See, all of America is going to be destroyed, every inch of it. See, it won't be nobody living in America. It's going to be a bunch of dead bones, see, and dust, and it's going to be a whole desert. Just like Egypt over there is a desert. They walking around with stuff on their head and riding on camels, because everything over there is a desert. That's how America's going to be. Same thing with Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a desert. And America's going to be a desert just like Egypt, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, just like all the wicked places in the world. It says, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn. See, that mourning is going to be doing Jacob's trouble, doing when you have these race riots, when you have these martial law, when they bringing tanks down these streets. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that God shall bring upon it. See, those plagues is the punishment. See, punishment for them trying to put two men together. Punishment for them allowing people to be hump on a dog. Punishment for them being pedophiles in all the states. See, punishment for them eating a nasty, stinking, filthy pig and making it a delicacy, a shrimp, crab, and a lobster. See, eating rats, possums, coon. See, it's going to be a punishment for all of that. Let me read that again. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. See, you can tell the Lord speaking, because I ain't even write none of this down. It's coming out perfect. See, I just freestyled the title, total freestyle, and the precepts flowing perfect. And let you know, the man is just a vessel. Let's go get that real quick. Acts. And that's all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because man ain't coming with nothing, man. This the Lord operation. Is it Acts 5? I'm thinking Acts 5 and 39. 30. Yeah, Acts 5 and 30. Get to the point. 38. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of man, it will come to naught. See, we coming up with some masterful plan, and we coming up with all these deep thought, hypnotic ways to talk to people and to trick people with the scriptures. See, then it'll be a man. But this ain't how we operate, man. We just reading the Bible. We just making our bodies a living sacrifice. See, putting our bodies out there so that your Lord can use them like a joystick. It says, say, if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to nothing. Meaning Putin wouldn't be able to come out with no truth going along with the Hebrew Israelites. See, Putin would seem like an idiot. But people ain't saying, no, Putin ain't no idiot. Because these Negroes been saying that the whole time. See? It says, 39, but if it be of God, you cannot overthrow it, lest happily he be found even to fight against God. See? You can't fight against God, so you ain't going to overthrow it. And his words is not going to come out void. See? Let me go back to 15. Boy, he hitting hard. What was it? This second Ezra 15 and 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. See, he the one gonna bring plagues and punishments on America. It says they that till the ground shall mourn. See, that I was just talking about the farmers. The farmers out there tilling the ground, and whoever, mercenaries, the government, somebody going out there and contaminating the farmland, the crops, messing with the farmers, so they can cause a famine. But the Lord is sending them to do it. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and the hail. That's why he's bringing storms. He's bringing all kind of hurricanes, tornadoes. We just had a what you call it? We just had a hail just 2 days ago. Bunch of hail coming down, because he hitting these people's farms, because he finna call these plagues to fumigate America. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and the hail, with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See, that means destruction. Destruction to the world. Because these people is participating. Let's go back up to see the reason why he pushing all of these plagues on America. I'm going to start with verse 8. Verse 7. This second Ezra 15 and 7. Therefore says the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. See, because when you look at the slavery, you look at the modern day slavery, child trafficking, human trafficking, sex trafficking, America is #1. You see, it says, neither will I suffer them in those days in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. You don't think when they're killing these babies and these Negro women who want to frolic the street, see, when these people kidnapping them and they going missing by the thousands, see, taking their organs out because they walking the street aimlessly without a man, somebody snatch them up in the van, now they got their organs somewhere. See, you don't think that blood ain't crying out to the Lord? He says, behold, the innocent blood of the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. See, that's why he said the men that's silent and crying, man, these are the people that he dealing with. He's not dealing with a Christian pastor. See, he up in the pulpit running his mouth about a blessing. See, come on in the church and give the Lord a blessing. If you want a blessing, see, come on in the chat. This is Ezekiel 9:4. It said, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Mind you, he's talking about the Israelites. That's why he say, go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Now before those hunters come in these cities looking for rebellious blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, see, plagues is going to come through America. Plagues is going to flood America just like the flood in Noah's day. But I'm going to go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and see how these plagues is going to start to increase. I'm going to jump down to 15 and say, for the sword and their destruction draw near, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people with swords in their hand. So now we talking about war. See, that war is going to come on a whole nother level. See, it says, that's 15, 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. Verse 16 it says, for there shall be seditions among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, that's when you're going to need martial law. See, if you don't have martial law, these people are going to kill each other, and it's going to be a quick destruction. That's why in that movie, Leave This World Behind, you had the guy saying they got a perfect plan on how to make the people kill each other. We got the whole situation planned out. We know how to get them to kill each other. We don't have to go in there and go shooting up the block, because once we do a certain thing, they gonna go kill each other. Once they ain't got no food, they gonna go to the neighbor's house. Let's see what the neighbor got. Because when they went to the neighbor's house, he had a shotgun ready, waiting on him. What you coming over here for? My son needs some medicine. Said, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. See, they already know this is how they gonna kill each other, man. They gonna be looking for food, medicine, water, and they gonna start to kill each other. We don't have to do nothing. It says, this verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Because they're going to be trying to invade somebody's house. Go over there, and I think they got a whole bunch of stuff over there. Like the little girl, she saw the mansion through the bushes. You know, she see this big old beautiful house. She said, let me go over there and try to break in their window and start eating all their food. She at the table. She eating everything, man. She got cooked candies, potato chips, soda. She done raided the refrigerator. See, because they done hit the road, or they in the city somewhere handling business, or they in a whole nother country. Now verse 17 is going to get to that sedition among men. What the kings and the princes going to start doing once the people don't care what they got going on. It say a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So they're going to want to go in the city, but it's going to be a roadblock. You're going to have martial law, troops standing there with their guns. See, checkpoint. You can't, how your boy say on Forrest Gump, you can't sit here. See, you can't come in here with none you got. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So that means every city is going to have a roadblock. Even when you watch the movie Rosewood, and they was having these massacres going on because they was hanging these Negroes. The people in the next city said, "No, don't come over here with all that," and they had their guns ready. Y'all keep that lynch mob over there. We don't want none of that going on in our city. This is what people gonna do. But look at verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled." So the city's gonna get all together. They gonna click up. Say, "Don't you come in our city with that crap." They gonna have guards guarding the city. It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." There ain't gonna be no Rambos at that time. See, these men gonna be like some women, man. Verse 19, it say, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." See, they ain't gonna have no pity. No, we gonna give them a pass, you know. Y'all don't go to that house. Y'all let them have that. We gonna go to the next house. No, they raiding every house. See, they when they ain't got when somebody ain't got something to eat, man, they'll go all out. That's why they got the movies Naked and Afraid on TV. Cause you see them people be going all out. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods for the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." See, it's gonna be a great tribulation, meaning great trouble. Because these people in the streets, they gonna have their pistols and their AK-47, and they gonna be looking for food. See, that stomach gonna go touching that spine, or they just gonna be straight up wicked and crazy, man. They gonna have nothing to live for. These people get suicidal, they lose their job. So imagine somebody lose their job, they get suicidal, but when all the jobs is done for, it ain't no job. So what they gonna do then? Oh, they gonna be very suicidal. They gonna be a suicidal madman running through the street. See, what am I do for fun? I just want to do something for fun. Let's go kill up some people. And see, the wicked, this their main mindset. They don't have no, let's chill out, go to the house, smoke a doobie, and cross our feet, drink some Kool-Aid, and eat some fried chicken. See, they're not even thinking that on that term, man. That's Jake on that type of time. Them Negroes is like chainsaw massacre. See, let's get some chainsaws, let's get some knives and all kind of instruments and go attack somebody's house and snatch them out the house and snatch their guts out of their stomach, rip their eyeballs out and put it in a jar. See, oh, you came down the wrong street, the wrong turn. See, they living like the wrong turn. See, because God made them to live like the wrong turn. That's why they dissecting people in these laboratories, take your guts out without a blink of an eye, man. They call them sadistic. They got a sadistic mind. He created them to have a sadistic mind. For wicked behind Negroes that don't want to listen. See, wait till Master get a hold to your behind. He gonna do something wicked to you, boy. It says, now let's get to the what I said, plagues, prophecy. Mind you, let's jump back up to verse 1. This is prophecy. This 2 Ezra 15:1. It said, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in your mouth, says the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Now, when you go into history on Ezra was one of the main people when the Israelites came out of Babylon and they went to the Persians, took them over. God told the Persians, "Listen, you and your children better send my people back to their island or back to their country and give them the gold out of the treasury so they can go rebuild a temple and their land." So Ezra was one of the people that stood up and said, "Okay, we need to get back to the laws. See, they burn our laws, and we need to get back to learning our laws again and he went to teaching the people the laws and the way that they used to live before they went into Babylon. This is the same Ezra that's telling us what's going to happen in the end of the world. See, this how powerful of a prophet and a teacher he was, and an instrument of the Lord. It says, verse 3, fear not the imagination of thee against thee, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble you. That incredulity means unbelief. That speak against you, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, you got two things you're dealing with. You're dealing with the sword and you're dealing with famine. See, you're going to starve out, or somebody going to kill your behind because they starving out and they trying to look for some food, and they going to invade your house and put that sword through you. See, there's only two ways you finna go out. Now when you go back to, let me go to 16 to bring that out. See, because you got people, look at the movie Walking Dead. What they doing? Walking around, starving, ready to kill somebody for some food. That's what it's all about. But he gonna say it in the prophecy. 2 Ezra 16 and 22, it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See, you either gonna die starvation or somebody putting that thing through your body. See, or slicing your throat to make you bleed out faster. See, it's only two ways you going out. And if you can survive either the hunger and if you survive the hunger and the sword, then those nuclear missiles is gonna burn your behind up. So you got three ways that you gonna leave out of here. Let's see here. Now he gonna go into the details in 16 on how it ain't gonna be nobody planting no crops. See, when all heck break loose. Ain't nobody planting no crops. You got the church is down, the hospital, the school, everything is out of commission. Just like in Haiti. Ain't nobody in at the schoolhouse talking about, you know what, let's teach the kids how to read. Let's teach the kids how to learn how to do math. No, they in Haiti trying to survive, man. They in Haiti trying to find a safe place to hide it. They ain't worried about no schoolhouse, man. That's how America finna be. See, all that's going to school, that's gonna be over. Going to a hospital, all that's gonna be, ain't gonna be nobody in no hospital for what? You ain't paying me to stay up in here. They gonna be trying to hide somewhere. See, because it's gonna be sadistic men on the street ready to kill your behind. And most of them is gonna be Edomites. See, these Ku Klux Klan mad scientists, Edomites, man. That's what happened in the purge. But let's get some more on these plagues. Staying in 2 Ezra 16, it says, because I read 16, I'm going to jump back up to 13 and get that, you got three ways: famine, the sword, or the nuclear missile. This is the nuclear missiles in 13. It's 2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shoot are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So you can't shoot an arrow to the ends of the world. Only a nuclear missile, like Russia finna shoot, can go from Russia all the way to America in an hour, 30 minutes. So you can't shoot no arrow in 30 minutes, man. It says, they that begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See, they're gonna be shot across the world to blow somebody's whole kingdom up. And they got it online. All you gotta do is say nuclear missile test, nuclear missile automated picture. They're gonna show the whole operation. Boom! Everything blowing up. Now I give a good description in second is it second there? No, let me try Jeremiah. Either Jeremiah, what was that? Where it says the great wind. The strong wind. I'm thinking, let me try Jeremiah 51. There we go. It's Jeremiah 51, talking about Babylon, the same place. It says, thus says the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me. So these Babylonians, these Egyptians, these Americans, see, they raise up against the Lord, man. We don't care what the Negroes talking about. We gonna be Christians, man. And y'all just a bunch of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Y'all crazy. It says, let me start at that. Oh, against them that dwell in the midst thereof, that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Now, what is that wind? When you see that nuclear missile hit in Terminator, it's a wind that come out. See, it hit the nucleus, and then the wind gonna blow everything in the smithereens. That's how America is gonna be destroyed. It says, I will send upon Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth like the archer bend his bow. See, that's why second Ezra say the man with the bow, he gonna shoot his arrow across the world. See, you can't shoot an arrow across the world, man. Only a nuclear missile, what you call it, a plane can't shoot a, what they call them thing, a regular missile. A plane can't shoot a regular missile across the world, man. That missile gonna go just so far and it's gonna drop down, boom. Only a nuclear missile, a hypersonic nuclear missile can go across the world. Ezra was seeing this in a vision, man. God was showing him the destruction of America. It says, against him that been like an archer, bend his bow, and against him that lift himself up in his brigading, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host, meaning all the army, all these people joining the military, they don't even know they joining their death, man. You finna die in the American military. You finna die in the, what they call it, the NATO and the EU. See, you gonna meet your maker joining these people military, because the Lord got a target on their military. He's setting them up, plotting on them. See, they thinking they gaining some traction. He's setting them up and plotting on their behind. Let me get that in Isaiah. See, Isaiah saw the same exact thing in Isaiah 34. And we still talking about World War III is raging on because Putin and the Rocket Man in North Korea, see, he don't got no other name but Rocket Man. God dang. They call the man Rocket Man, so what you think he gonna do? That's an omen nomen. See, your name represents what you gonna do in history. That's what he gonna do, shoot rockets. But he's saying, Isaiah 34, come near ye nations, and hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. So you join that American military, the Lord got a target on your back, man. He plotting on you. He ready to destroy you. So sign up and join. See, his fury is upon all their armies, whatever army they got. It says, he shall utterly destroy them. He have delivered them to slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. See, these people joining the military, they don't understand the Lord plotting on them the whole time. Please join this man's army so I can destroy your behind. And then that cast out is going along with that arrow. Being cast out meaning you're going to get hit with a missile. Because these people ain't fighting that. They're not doing all that nowadays, man. They spending all their money on their nuclear arsenal. They spending billions and billions of dollars on their weapons. Because I'm not coming in your country with a with an AK-47 with a bazooka on the end of it. No, man, I got a whole missile defense operation for your missiles. And then I got missiles to combat your missile. So we fighting missile against missile. See, we not playing that we fighting with guns. That's back in the day, man. And let's get that out of Isaiah. Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled up in blood. See, they shooting at each other, fighting with swords. But that ain't how they fighting nowadays. He say, but this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Meaning we shoot nuclear missiles at you, man. We got Satan 1, we got Satan 2. We got all kind of hypersonic missiles that's going to destroy you in 30 minutes. It ain't going to take long. Go into the drive-thru at McDonald's, and before you get that double cheeseburger, I'm going to have a nuclear missile coming to your, blow your car up. See? I'm going to have a nuke that's going to destroy your whole state. See, your whole eastern, the eastern region. And I got some more missiles that's going to hit the rest of them. That's how the last war is going to happen. It ain't going to be nobody shooting no guns, man. All that gun stuff is out the door. Now let's go, let's get Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Let's get his words on this war. Because this wasn't going to be no quick situation. They done started the war and then they get to killing each other real quick. No. See, they've been talking about the war since the 80s. They've been talking about the war since the 70s. This Matthew 24 and 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, because before that war pop off, you're going to have famines, you're going to have martial law, you're going to have them trying to round up a bunch of Negroes and exterminate they behind. See? These dragons is on an extermination campaign. They poisoning the air, they poisoning the water, they poisoning the food. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. See, that famine is always on the front situations. See, that famine gonna come first. Then people gonna go to killing each other. Oh, let's go back to Ezra. See, Ezra really broke it down, man. Ezra gave some of the most powerful prophecies. That's why these dragons took it out the Bible with their Catholic Church. But really, the Catholic Church didn't take it out. See, you had these Destruction Bible group back in 1881. Those were the people that took it out. But as the Catholic Church had the 14 books in there. This is 2nd Ezra 6, and I'm gonna start with 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, meaning the end of the world, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they all shall see together. See, the internet. This is how the books is open before everybody can flick their phone and look at the internet. See, he wasn't gonna throw no book in the air and everybody gonna look up at the book and say, oh, I see what God talking about. They looking at books in the know. The internet gonna open up the world so they can look in books. That's what he was prophesying about. Not them throwing books in the sky and saying, oh, I can see what God talking about in the books. See, it says, verse 22, it says, suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, meaning the crops is going to be out of there, suddenly. It says the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So you're going to go in the store, no food on the shelf. Just like when the corona came and you couldn't find no toilet tissue. See, they're in the store looking for tissue so they can wipe their little stinking butt. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. See, they're going to go into 7-Eleven. What they got them, how they put on the doors, they board up the doors. Walmart's, their windows gonna be boarded up or have chains on the door. People gonna know, or they gonna go in there and flood the store and take everything out of there, and everybody is gonna be a giving. Probably on fire, or the fire done went out, it's the next day, and people know that there ain't nothing in that store. That store is finished. It says, verse 23, this 2nd Ezra 6 and 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall suddenly be afraid. So they gonna hear, hey man, y'all heard that the Walmarts ain't got no food, the Winn-Dixie, the food line, the Save-A-Lot, all the food gone. They done raided all them stores. See, that's when the alarm is gonna go off and Negroes gonna pull out the shotgun. See, they gonna pull out the AK-47, the pistol. What? All the food gone? Are you serious? Yes, the food is gone. That's when a Negro mind and eyeballs is gonna bug out. You see, they gonna transform in that, when they hear that word in that trumpet. It says the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man hear, they shall suddenly be afraid. Hey man, ain't no food in the store. They done raided all the stores, all the Walmarts. It says, verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. See, we were just friends just today, man. We were just buddies. I the dude on Leave This World Behind. He said, man, we was just cool just the other day. My friend needs some medicine. He got the shotgun. I don't care nothing about none of that, man. I'm looking out for my family only. See? It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. See, in those 3 hours, that can go all over the place, man. It could be a literal 3 hours, but see, back in Hebrew, ain't no such thing as all that, hours, minutes, and that's some crap right there. See, in a short period of time, Or he put the 3 on there, so it could be 3 days. See, it could be 3 periods of time. People ain't gonna be running. And I would go for 3 days. It don't take but 3 days for them to empty out all these stores and all hell break loose in these streets. 3 days. It don't take 3 days, but you can starve out. You can starve out in 3 days, man. Because these people used to eating every 30 minutes. See, they ready to put some in their mouth every 30 minutes. Now it says, where is it? It talks about these men. No, not here. I want to get these men. It talks about these men, when it say every man is going to be grabbing his loin. Meaning every man going to be scared to death like a woman, man. Let's see here. There we go. Jacob's trouble. See, Jacob's trouble, man. It don't get no better than that. This Jeremiah 30:6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. So hey, they're gonna act like a pregnant woman. See, these men gonna be out here like a bunch of pregnant women with a big belly. Oh, I'm pregnant, I'm having a baby. See, that's how a man gonna be. Big old grown behind man. It says, see whether a man do travail with child. See, men don't have children, but they gonna look like they pregnant. Whether do I see every man with his hands on his loin as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So the men gonna be like a pregnant woman. Oh, you mean the grocery store? All this food is gone. Oh, my babies, what I'm gonna do? See, a grown behind man gonna be like a pregnant woman out here, man. That's when you talking about great trouble. This ain't no small trouble. This is great trouble. When you got a grown man with a sword ready to pierce you through. See, ready to slit your throat. See, it ain't gonna be no game. It's gonna be dead serious. And you see a man walking with a machete, and he looking at you with them eyes. He got his hand gripped on a machete, and he's staring. See, you see his hand tight on that machete, and he's staring at you. See, that's when you gonna turn like a woman into a man ready to kill you, man. This man is ready to tear your head off. See, they walking around like everything all right now. But when the food is out, and the police department say, hey, man, forget that crap. I'm not being no police. Let them fend for themselves. They don't even pay me enough. See, and then you see a man walking through the city with a machete. With a mask on, he got a machete in his hand. What you gonna be thinking in your head? You gonna be like a woman. Oh, somebody help. See, because your life is on the line. You ain't got enough muscle. You ain't got enough brain to fight that man off. See, it's gonna be a serious situation. And if you got kids, oh, you really in trouble. Now you got to fight for yourself and somebody else. See, it ain't no play game, man. When these people shut this society down, it's gonna be trouble, man. Now, let me get that again, because Jacob's trouble, yeah, Jacob gonna be in trouble. We got that. We all agree on that one. But see, who gonna put Jacob in trouble? See, let's go to Isaiah, man. Isaiah gonna give you all the clarity. Isaiah chapter 13. Because chapter 13 talks about Babylon too. And it tells you what's gonna happen when all heck break loose. Okay, Isaiah 13. And let's see here. I'm gonna start with 4. It says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. And the Lord of hosts mustered up the host of the battle." So he bringing everybody World War III, World War, Civil War. And well, you got a movie coming out about Civil War. See, the Texas and California recede from the country. They fighting against each other. What you got? The Army jets flying across the city, shooting missiles and stuff. Now let me get to the point, because there's a lot of stuff on this bone. Verse 12. This Isaiah 13 and 12. It say, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." See, at that day, when all heck is breaking loose in the street, you gonna hope you around a strong man. See, you gonna hope you around an intelligent man, a man with some muscle. See, a man with a weapon. You gonna hope you got you a man on the scene. It says, "Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall be removed out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger." What's going to happen? It says, "And it shall be as a chased roe, like a deer." You ever see a deer get to running? That's how, like this man running. That's how somebody going to be. See, that's the spirit. See, people going to be just like this man right here. They going to be on the move. See, because it's going to be somebody with a machete or an AK ready to shoot somebody. See, he say, "And it shall be like the chased roe, just as a sheep that no man took up." See, they gonna be on the move. They gonna be on the run. You see the man running? Yeah. It says, "They shall every man turn to his own people." See, ain't gonna be no Christian church. "Hey, the church people, let's get together and pray." See, ain't gonna be none of that, man. It says, "And flee every man into his own land." See, he gonna be in his yard, his house, his property. He gonna go all the way back to his country. See, man, we going back to China. We not staying over here in America. These people trying to kill each other. Let's find a boat so we can go back to China. See, they get the heck out of America. That's what they gonna say. It says, "They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every man into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through." See, every one that is caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, around the wrong people, is going to be thrust through. It says, "And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." So you done clicked up with the wrong people, just like them wicked Negroes want to be around their slave master and hugging up under their slave master. They all in the woods somewhere. They get drunk. Next thing you know, they say, "Well, who is this Negro right here?" "Oh, that's Johnny. He's our buddy." Then they string him up. See, they caught one guy. They was finna string his behind up. But then the other people said, "No, don't do it, don't do it." But he was around a bunch of dragons, man, a bunch of snakes. It was his fault. It says, "Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." So they're going to fall by the sword if you want to hug up under your slave master. Talking about a Jehovah wickedness, a Christian church, a Baptist church, a Methodist church. See, just like them people that went to go to some random island with this dragon, talking about he God and all this crap, and he poisoned they behind. And that's what's gonna be happening, man. People is gonna click up with their own race. That's why I made another live I went through. It was about World War III. is mainly going to be predicated off race. That's why Yahweh shall say, nation shall rise up against nation. He started the whole situation with that. Because that's what it's going to be about. People going to be running off to their own race and their own people. Because they know that's where safety is at. Safety is not around a bunch of strangers. Safety is around people that you know and people that know you. See, you're not gonna want to be up under some strangers. You just go, let's go hang around a bunch of strangers when you got a whole family and people that know you and love you. No, that's how people's mind is gonna think when all heck break loose. Let me go with my race, my family, my bloodline. See, because I know them, they know me. It's simple logic, man. But you got people in these churches, in these stupid religions, these stupid philosophies, like that's gonna save them, man. No philosophy is gonna save you in that day. And it's gonna be Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be serious out here in these streets. Now let me get Matthew 24:21. Let Yahweh shout said he said it 2 times, but he's gonna talk about this Jacob's trouble because this is what he's quoting. Daniel said it in 12:1. We're gonna get that too. It says, for then, this is Matthew 24:21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened. Now, what days is he talking about? He talking about 70 AD. See, he didn't come and save nobody in 70 AD. He told them, y'all better flee into the mountains, man. That was their deliverance. They had to follow those instructions, and then they can be delivered from the tragedy. But at this time, he's talking about he gonna have to come and stop the time. It says, except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And how is those days gonna be shortened? When you jump down to verse 31 to get right to the point. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. So he gonna stop the time by sending these angels down to save these people in America that he gonna rescue. See, he gonna send them on a rescue mission. But all of the other people gonna be burned up by a nuclear fire. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds and from one end of heaven to the other. So that's how he gonna stop the time. And he haven't sent no angels to save nobody from the 4 winds. See, so that great tribulation is coming. Because you got people online talking about, we're not going to have to go through no great tribulation. We already going through the great tribulation. So if we already going through it, why the angels ain't came and rescued nobody? Why we ain't heard it on the news? Well, you know angels came and got like 300,000 people over here. The angels ain't came and got nobody because we ain't made it to that time. When we get by the famine, martial law, when all heck break loose, that's when the angels is going to come. They're not coming. Or they haven't came way in the past, and that great tribulation is something in the past. Now because they having stupid debates talking about we done went through the great, we going through it now. He's coming to deliver us and redeem us and all this crap. No, he's not redeeming nobody in Babylon the Great America, and the place still gonna be going on. He's gonna destroy this place. And before the destruction, let's let the word talk, man. Revelation 11 and I'm gonna start with 11. It says, this Revelation 11 and 11, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So great fears fell on us way before Putin said that Jesus was a black man. See, great fear came on us and came on them, because we had to have great fear of the Lord to even stand up. See, those that fear the Lord. So it fell on us, but it fell on them when they saw us. See, it says, where is it? And great fear fell upon them which saw them, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. See, they ain't heard no great voice from heaven. So the great tribulation ain't happened. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Who is the enemy? The slave master and his children. Lucifer, that's the enemy. See, so that great tribulation is not popped off yet, but it's close. And World War III is raging on, because you got more than just what you call it, weapons being used to kill the enemy, and you got more than physical weapons. That's when I'm going into the propaganda. See, you got the plagues hitting America, then you got, that's all gonna be prophecy. Then you got the propaganda that these dragons is finna push. See, they finna come out with all kind of lies and propaganda. And we get it in 12, Revelation chapter 12 and 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of God and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. So it's going to be major propaganda being spewed out of the mouth of these Edomites, the so-called white men. See, a lot of propaganda finna start coming out their mouth, and they've been doing it, but they've been seeing that they've been unsuccessful the whole time. And they whistleblowers is starting to increase, like Putin. Putin is the greatest whistleblower, man. See, he done set a wound up under these people, and he don't care. There was this Revelation 17, and I think it's 6 or 7. Verse 6, yeah, it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. See, those martyrs is the people that's going to be demonized. See, where they going to be killed for their beliefs, and for their belief on Yahushua, because it say martyrs of Yahushua. See, they're going to be believers of Yahushua and servants of Yahushua, and the people going to kill them. See, and that martyrs can go into witness, but we know, let's go back to Matthew 24. This is what Yahushua said, that propaganda is coming. And it's already here. You got women talking about something. Oh, I killed my baby, I whooped my baby, and I shook the baby up and killed them, because the Israelites told me that's what the Bible say. And see, you can tell a fool and an idiot or try to say some mess like that, knowing it don't line up to the truth, but you saying it, and a simple-minded person will listen to it. Now, Matthew 24, where is it? It talks about the nation rising up against nation and the war, and then it goes into the propaganda. It says, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another. See? and shall hate one another. See, that's that propaganda. They gonna push all kind of propaganda. And who started the propaganda? That Bernays. I forget his name. I think it's something Bernays. But he get the baking company. Uh, but he's working for the baking company, and he was getting the doctors to tell the American people that they need to have a healthy breakfast, eat a lot of bacon, pancakes, and all that crap in the morning. See, so he can make some sales for the for the baking company. But he was just giving them an excuse so they can go in and because people was eating orange, they was drinking orange juice and eating toast for breakfast. They was having small breakfasts until I think his name was Eric Bernays, but I forget his specific name. But I think it was Bernays, and he started all this propaganda. But you get these strategies to change people's mind and change their opinion on certain things. And this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna use that propaganda to change their mind. Oh, them people just stay on the corner and they be yelling Bible scripture. See, that might be the opinion right now. But the opinion gonna change when they say, oh, they did this and they did that. See, they did this terrorist act, or they telling the people to do this, or they telling the people not take the MOB, the grain of rice in their arm. They telling the people not to conform to the beast, not to take the charagma. See, not to let the government turn them into a cyborg. It's these people. It's their fault. They talking about a religion and a Bible, man. We want everybody to be connected to the computer. We want everybody that we can locate them with the tracking device. But these religious people, they getting in the way. So we need to lock them up and get rid of them. They don't want to conform to the laws in the government, all this crap. So they gonna push propaganda, and this is gonna be that last situation. That's Matthew 24:9. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated all nations for my name's sake, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another and hate one another. See, it's gonna be even the one, some Israelites, they gonna be saying, no, y'all can go take the God don't care nothing about no the tracking device put in your arm. He don't care nothing about you putting turning yourself into a robot just because the government wants you to. God don't care nothing about that. See, they gonna be talking against the Israelites that doing the right thing. That's betraying one another. You gonna betray us by demonizing us, because they gonna say, oh, well, y'all believe the same thing. Why this group saying that that ain't what the Bible's saying, but y'all saying that it is what the Bible's saying. See, y'all just got something wrong with y'all. Y'all just don't want to obey the government. Then they gonna throw out that Romans 13. See, where they say agree with the powers. See, the Romans 13 say you gotta agree with the government and do what they say. See, they gonna be pushing that crap. That's when it's gonna be propaganda pushed against the truth. And they gonna be trying to kill your behind, because they want their whole system to be ran on a freaking computer. They got people dedicating their whole life to a computer chip. I seen this girl YouTube page, she talking about computer chips all day. We got a new way and a new technology coming out where we can get the computer chips to do this and this computer chip. See, they trying to turn everybody into a bunch of cyborgs, but they can't have these people out here talking against it. So they gonna try to silence the people, man. And that's that propaganda they gonna be pushing in these last days, and when it's raging up closer to World War III. Because the climax of World War III is when those missiles get to flying. See, when those missiles get to flying, that's when the war is really gonna get to raging on. But before the war pop off, you got a lot of prophecies and propaganda and plagues that's going to be hitting Babylon the Great. And let's go get that out of Revelation 18 and Revelation 18 and 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. So America's gonna get all kind of plagues in a short period of time, which is already happening. See, when you got this so-called C-19, how they call it, that came through and destroyed the economy on a whole nother level. But way before then, it was already being destroyed. They were closing down stores way before the so-called corona came through. The stores was closing down at high rates, and they were printing money trying to destroy the economy. It says, this Revelation 18 and 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judges her. So first the plagues is going to come, the propaganda. See, those are the prophecies that's going to be fulfilled. That M-O to the T to the B, that grain of rice that they're going to try to stick in your behind to turn you into a cyborg so they can tap into that and control your behind. Mind you, what they call them, the Germans, they was already trying to put mercury in your body. They were trying to put, what was that? It was, I think, mercury and something else so you can connect to the satellites and all this crap. See, they was already trying to turn us into cyborg. But when they put that device in your behind, it's going to elevate the situation. And Ezra's got that in there too. 2nd Ezra 16, mind you, I started off showing how Ezra was talking about the end of the world. So 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, and he let this be the very end of the situation. When these people want to turn you into a robot, man. It says, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. So that's when that great wrath of these Edomites, the so-called white man, he's going to be looking for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans with vengeance. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Because this is him being God. See, he offering pretty much for you to connect with him. And let me get that in Ezekiel. See, because this is how these people's minds operate. Ezekiel 28. It says, I'm going to start with verse 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus says the Lord God, because your heart is lifted up, and you have said, I am God, and I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though you set your heart as the heart of God. So they set their heart as the heart of God. They want you to worship they stinking behind when they ain't nothing. Now Revelation 6 goes along with the pale horse. Because who pale on the earth? See, there ain't but one nation that's pale. Everybody else can catch a tan. See? Now, this is Revelation 6 and 5. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Now this is great propaganda right here in itself. Because what the heck is a pair of balances? And I'm gonna go get some of these other translations and see if they gonna take that pair of balances out. But most of them don't. They don't put a yoke in there because when you go into the Greek, that word means yoke, and we know what a yoke is. This is a device where you put on somebody to entrap they behind, pretty much. See, how you say he put yokes of iron on our neck to enslave us. So that yoke he trying to put on people is to enslave them so he can be their God. Let me see, Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Give the definition of a yoke. This is what he want to do with that grain of rice, that MO to the B, that Revelation 13 and 16. It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 48, therefore shall you serve your enemies, which the Lord shall send against you in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. See, in order for you to buy and sell anything that you want, you're going to have to buy some and you're going to have to sell. You got to sell some and buy some. And most people in America, they selling their time for some money so they can go buy some. But you're going to have to buy and sell at the end of the day for you to get what you want. So when this man put a yoke on you, this is what he's doing. But it goes on to say, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed you. See, he gonna put that yoke of iron on your neck, man. And when you talking about the black horse, the pale horse, the red horse, all of these is talking about a nation. Cause look at 49. This Deuteronomy 28 and 49, it says, the Lord shall bring a nation against you. He not bringing no government, no conglomerate of nations that's making up some government, which none of these nations is multicultural or multinational. See, most of them people that's in the Senate and the Congress are Edomites. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies, a nation whose tongue you shall not understand. See, and that nation is talking about the so-called white men. That's the nation that is trying to put that device in your behind. They trying to put that grain of rice, that charagma, as Revelation 13 and 16 calls it. They trying to put it in your body so we can control them. See, once we got this tracking device on them, they can't do nothing. You can't come in my store and steal nothing because you're going to have this tracking device. They got doors. One of the ladies was walking through the store, and the door had a big lock on it. And the only way you're going to open up that door is you got that device. See, and that's already been set up in these stores in America.
Yes, sir.
Where they got devices. You need a device in your hand so you can open up a door that got food and ice cream in it. So where we at? Let's see here. So he's saying he's gonna put a yoke of iron upon our neck. That's the same thing as pair of balances and the black horse. He wants you to have. He's gonna put a yoke on you, meaning you ain't gonna be able to get nothing unless you got that device. Oh, let me get that Exodus. Is it in 21? Exodus 21 and 6. It says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. See, he wanted to put a yoke on the person. He wanted to put some kind of device or gadget or whatever you want to call it on this slave so we can identify who this slave is belongs to. That's what in slavery they was putting branding iron. They'll get a branding iron and brand you. See, this is the kind of stuff that the government is planning on, and not the American government, the Edomite government. See, because they got the whole world. See, they don't just got America. That's the 10 kings. Let me get Habakkuk chapter 2 and 5. It's Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man. He's not a proud fallen angel. He's a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. See, that's that death of pale horse. See, death and hell riding on a pale horse. This is what it's talking about. This proud man. And what is the proud man doing? It says he cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. See, this proud man, he's heaping unto him all the people of the world, and he want to put a spiritual awe on the person, like boring somebody's ear with some kind of gadget device, whatever you want to call it, a yoke. See, and then the yoke that he putting on you is like a yoke of iron. See, well, he got this chain on you, and you chained up, and you can't go nowhere. See, the yoke he putting on you is gonna be through the computer system. Now we got them cornered, and they can't go nowhere. If you don't come through our computer system, you ain't getting nothing, man. You want some eggs? Where is it? We want to see it. Hold your hand up. Let me see your hand. Do you got it in there? No, you don't got it in there, so you can't have these eggs. You can't have this milk. You can't have this bread. Go down to the next. Go somewhere else and find it. Or, can I tell you what? Hold your hand up. You don't got it? Oh, well, hold on 1 second. I got somebody. They're going to be at your house in a minute. See, drag your behind to the FEMA station. I mean the FEMA camp. See, because you don't want to put this thing in your body, so we're going to have to lock you up. You don't want to be a participant in our economy in our country. So we got to lock you up or put you on a guillotine and chop your head off. See? Now it says, now I want to go to, what was that? Because he said he joined unto him all people. Oh, man. Join unto him all people. What was I thinking about? Oh, let me just get Revelation. I think it's 20 and 9 or something like that. $20 and 10. No, not 20 and 10. Oh, 19. That's what I want. Revelation 19 and 20. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So he had to deceive them. See, and that deception is the propaganda that's going to fly out and fool these Negroes that want to trust their slave master. It says, and them that worship his image. So the ones that's worshiping the so-called white man, they gonna be the ones that's deceived by the white man, and that's gonna go take his yoke and put that yoke around their neck, just like in slavery. See, he don't even have to really force them, because they worship the man so freaking much. They just gonna go and put the crap around their neck. He probably have a station somewhere, and when they hear the news, they're gonna say, okay. And then he get these rich people to go up there and betray one another, see, betray their own people, and go up there and tell all the rest of the people, y'all go and get that thing, man. Now we can just walk in the store and swing our hand and throw stuff in the buggy and walk out the store. We ain't got to deal with the cashier and all this. So they're gonna promote that thing like never before. Let me read that again. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him. See, there go that propaganda by these false prophets. They're going to be wroughing all kind of miracles, pushing all kind of propaganda to convince these people to participate with their crap. It says, with which he deceived them that received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse. So that means it's gonna be people that the Lord is gonna be killing. But I want that verse in Revelation 16. It says it's 16 and 2 to get to the point. In Revelation, it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast. So it's going to be some kind of sore, some kind of disease or cancerous situation that's going to fall on these people, which is already been already happening on those people that's trying to turn themselves into a robot. See, who trying to put these devices all in their body. They getting cancer because you got radiation flowing through the situation. And radiation is already certified is to cause cancer. So it says, which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship the image. So those who worship the image, worshiping this white man. Let's go into 13 to show you what it's talking about. So they hearing worshiping the white man. This is how you know. It says, this is Revelation 13, because this is the place where it was written, where these people was going to go and do this situation. This Revelation 13 and 7, it says, it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. How was he going to overcome them? He was going to deceive they behind. It says, and power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. So this is somebody that got power over the world. He going to be presenting this situation where, oh, you need this to buy some food out my store. You coming in my store, in my city, in my country, you want to buy something, you're going to need this. See, this is who he's talking about. It says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. See, this is not talking about no president. This is not talking about a president, man. No one person is going to get no power to do anything. See, you can see that through all these countries. No one person stand up and people start to follow them. That's a lie. You got all these countries. You got the UK, Australia, America, Switzerland, all these different countries. Russia, how one person gonna stand up in the whole world worship him when Russia and America is going at each other? That don't even make no sense. See? And then look at this, Revelation 17 to debunk that, because the beast is united. So let me read this. Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start with 12. It say, the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and their strength unto the beast. So it's 10 kings. It's not just one man that's going to stand up and everybody worshiping him. That's a lie. It's 10 kingdoms of Edomite white men that run the world with the NATO and the EU and their militaries, and the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans is worshiping they behind. And that worship don't say, oh, they bowing down and saying, oh, we worship you, white man. No, they respect him, they trust him, they follow his religion, his beliefs. It's a widespread of things. Now, when you go into Ecclesiastes 12, this whole chapter is going in on this these Edomites and these Negroes trusting them. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, it says, never trust your enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. See, and why the Lord got to tell you never to trust your enemy? Because this is what they're doing. This is how they worship the beast. They trust the man. See, they trust him to put that poison in their vein when they thought they was sick from something. See, oh, we sick. Oh, he told us to put a mask on our face. Oh, he told us that there's some flying bugs in the air. There's some flying worms that's gonna fly out of somebody's mouth and come into my mouth, and it's gonna infect my whole body. See, that kind of ignorant mess. When that's a lie in itself. But it says, never trust your enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. See, because this man is gonna tell you a bold-faced lie. Because this is what people do. The art of war is deception. See, if you stupid enough to believe that I got something for you around the building, hey man, I got a suitcase with $30,000 behind the building. If you stupid enough to believe me and go back there looking for it, and I come back there with a hammer and hit you upside your head, see, that was you being stupid to let me deceive you. Now, as your enemy, you been conquered. And this is what's going on with these Negroes. Just because it's a government, just because it's a so-called doctor medical field, they'll listen to the darn people and start dropping dead. See? Oh, don't worry about what you eat. Just come on over here and take some of these pills. See? Take some of this medicine I got for you when it's a bunch of drugs. One lady, she was taking so much of their medication, her hip bone disintegrated. And I said, what, you was jumping around? What was you doing? I was just taking medication. So you taking a bunch of drugs from these dragons and your whole hip bone are disintegrated in your body. See, this is the wickedness that these people come up with. And a black Hispanic and a Native American, they'll sit up there and trust them, listen to them, regurgitate the mess to come out of. Well, it's scientific research to prove it. They got scientific research. They've been researching and studying, and you a research lie. Now, let me jump to verse 12. This Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, set him not by you, lest when he have overthrown you, see, that overthrown you is a big one. Set him not by you, lest when he have overthrown you, he shall stand in your place. Neither let him sit at your right hand, lest he seek to take your seat. See, he want to take your land, he want to take your inheritance, but if you sit there and trust him like an idiot, see, he gonna stand up in your place and say, hey man, we fooled these jokers right here, just like they did the Native Americans. See, the Native Americans, they signed all kind of treaty, and they was humble with them. And yeah, we just coming and we want to be friends with you Indians, and y'all can have this land, and we gonna go take that. But we not your enemy, and y'all good and all this. And he'll bow down, and him and his military will go, just like on Dancing with the Wolves. See, they acting like they ain't have no problem. But then one of the Edomites, he knew that they was gonna come kill him. He done fell in love with one of the Native American women. So he say, man, don't trust nothing that they saying. I already know what they gonna do. They finna come and find you and try to kill your behind. You cannot trust them. I know my people, you can't trust them. See, the Indians, they didn't know the people. The people talking all nice and good. See, they humbling themselves. See, you got to know these dragons, and you got to not be in love with them like these Negroes, man. But anyway, it says, lest he seek to take your seat, and you at your last remember my words and be pricked therewith. That's why they say, oh, take this out the Bible. We want them to be saying, love your enemy, not trust them. See, we want, these scriptures telling them not to trust their enemy. But we need them to only hear the words of love your enemy. See, we want them to love the enemy, we don't want them to distrust us. We want them to love us. So all this don't trust your enemy, keep that out of their mind. They don't need to even know anything about that. See, they made sure they took this out the Bible. We can't have them as little kids going to Sunday school talking about don't trust your enemy. See, we don't never need them to think no crap like that. It says, verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Who is the serpent? The Edomite, the so-called white man. Or any such as come near a wild beast, because he's a wild beast. See, he'll eat you alive. I just heard that they were sitting around bragging about eating their slaves. They had an exotic, erotic fantasy of eating their slaves. See, this is the kind of people that you're dealing with, man. So you mean to tell me you got a plantation with 300 Negroes and you got a fetish of you want to eat them? You want to eat their body? A human? See, this is the slave master mindset. Eating a human. Who does this type of stuff? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? That's why King David called them serpents. He called them a whole animal, man. Let me go to that real quick. This is Psalms 52. Psalms 52, it says, a psalm of David, who Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him. He told Saul a bold-faced lie. See, the Edomite popped up, the so-called white man popped up and said, hey, King Saul, David over there with the high priest, they are plotting against you, man. See, and Saul was a simple-minded Negro. See, Saul was sitting up in his self-hatred, hating his own brother, listening to the so-called white man. He says, let me get to the verse 2. He says, your tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. You love evil more than good. Talking about the Edomite, the so-called white man. You love lying rather than to speak righteousness. Okay, then he jump over to 58, chapter 58, starting at verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So This is the bloodline. As soon as they come out of the womb, they speaking a lie. See, they ain't have to get taught to lie. This is their forefathers were liars. They are liars. It says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. That's why the Native Americans was calling them a fork-tongued devil. It says, they are like a deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. See, these people already was called serpents and snakes. And King David said, they're a bunch of liars, man. If you sit around and trust your enemy, you trust in the wrong thing, because he's gonna lie to you, just like somebody trying to rob you behind. And if you fall for the lie, that's on you. Like with the lottery ticket. Come over here and play the lottery when they done got that rigged up. You can be giving all kind of money to the lottery. They done rigged the lottery up. They making all kind of money, and you sitting there thinking you gonna win the lottery. Oh, I won $20 yesterday, and then you go spend $500. Oh, I won $100, then you go spend $1,000. See, he robbing you, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23. It says, when the rich man speak, every man hold his tongue. See, this the problem. The rich man running his mouth, and see, these Negroes are listening to him. They turn the news on. Let's see what's on the news. Turn it on CNN, Fox News, any of them news stations, and they listen to the propaganda that these people pushing out of their lying lips, and then they run with it. It says, every man hold his tongue and look what he said, they have stole it to the clouds. See, they're gonna regurgitate it at the job. Yeah, man, you heard what happened on the news? You heard what's the name said? You heard. They ain't got no kind of facts. They ain't confirmed nothing. It says, but if the poor man speak, see, the poor man get to talking and bringing out the proof. I got the evidence. See, I got Putin say that the Messiah and all the people in the Bible was black people. They had the pictures all over the walls hundreds of years ago. These people been lying to y'all. See, I got the history on Alexander the Sixth. I got the history of this. I got the history of that. See, but they don't listen to the poor man. They don't gonna listen to a dragon. It says, if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? If he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. See, that's what they saying. What in the, who is this guy? Now, Putin said he go viral, but a Negro been on the corner saying it for 30 years. Been on the corner saying it for 50 years. But once Putin pop up, he opened up the box. He said, you know what, I got this ancient box that we've been hiding in the vault somewhere, and it finds out that the king of Israel was a black man. Look, I got the ancient vault. Now everybody want to look at it, and everybody want to pay some attention. And say, well, you know what, the Negroes been saying that all this time. But why wasn't you listening to them? See? And if he crack the sky on your behind, see, with that big old afro, see, they gonna say, well, we should have listened. Putin tried to tell us at the last minute, but we thought Putin was up to no good. Nah, it's too late now. Off with your head. And we talking about Negroes, because none of these people in America got a chance. They all gonna die by nuclear fire. Only people got a chance is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Ain't gonna be no the Book of Eli, where you got the bomb drop and you got 20 people over here and 30 people over there, and they saying, well, the bomb dropped, but it's still some survivors. No, when these missiles drop, ain't gonna be no survivors. Everybody in America is gonna be bone and ashes. Your bone might survive the blast. See, the bone might even be scattered. But let me get that because my battery getting low. Because it described those nuclear missiles melting the skin and the flesh off of people's bodies, the eyeballs and the tongues out of their mouth. Zechariah 14 and 12. Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague. See, this is the ultimate plague. First, he was going to hit them with plagues like he hit them already with the famine, destroying the crops, burning down chicken coops, burning down chicken factories. They doing all kind of stuff trying to starve these people. But now he going to hit them with the ultimate plague. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. See, all of these non-Israelites in America. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. See, it's going to be straight being burnt alive. And this whore represents, that's why he called Babylon a whore, because he's going to be burnt alive. Like when a priest's daughter want to go and be a whore out in Jerusalem, they had to burn her behind with fire. What that, Leviticus 21 and 9, I think? Yeah, Leviticus 21 and 9, it says, and the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profane her father. She shall be burned with fire. See, if you had a daughter and you was a priest, and you find out that your daughter frolicking around the city, being a whore, see, they were going to string her up and burn her behind with fire. That's what's going to happen in Babylon the Great America. See, this place is going to be burnt with fire. And there's going to be a lot of whores because this place is full of whoredom. Revelation 17 and 5, it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, meaning the mother of whores, and abominations of the earth. See, this is the place where you can put man on man, woman on woman, the mama sleeping with the son sleeping with the daughter. See, you got incest going on. They sleeping with animals. I think it's Wyoming and another state is legal to sleep with an animal. See, who would even make that? Oh, Hawaii. See, you're in Hawaii, you can grab a sheep and sleep with it. This is the stuff that they got going on. Just disgusting. But you got these. Oh, let's get it out the scriptures. You can tell that this Babylon. That's why they got the name Boswell, Connecticut. They named after the Edomites. Edom, Texas. They named after the Edomites because they know, and the Lord made them do it to identify this place. Where is it? Oh, Job 30. These Edomites been like that. Mind you, let's make sure we get where Job was at. It said there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. Okay, he was in the land of Uz. Let's see what this land of Uz is all about. Lamentations 4 and 21. It said, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. So the daughter of Edom is where Job is talking about. Job is in the land of the Edomites. See, just like us Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans is in the land of the Edomites, Job was in the land of the Edomites. Now, what did Job say? He said, but now they are younger than I, have me in derision, whose fathers I would not have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. See, he didn't even want them to be sleeping with the dogs, man. And because when he say this, he say, disdain to have set with the dogs of my flock. Where are you gonna do that at? You gonna be hanging around the dogs and you gonna lay around and lay down where they at. You ain't running around with them. You gonna go sleep somewhere where the dogs are sleeping. He don't even want them to do that because they gonna want to do something to the dog. See, we don't heard stories where these people done got caught in a chicken coop humping on a chicken, went to jail. They done put one of them in the jailhouse for humping on a chicken. And then when you going on these computer porn sites, you got these women sitting around doing all kind of abominations with animals. They even on Facebook and the internet drinking the dog peeing in the cup, and then she'll drink the crap. This is the crap that I done seen from these Edomites. See, the Negroes, they do some wicked crap, but I ain't seen nothing on that level. See, they on a whole nother level. That's why I call Esau a fornicator, because he don't just deal with humans. He go way over the situation. He don't just deal with grown-ups and humans. See, he go past the grown-ups and go to the children. He go past the children and go to the animals. Joker sleep with a fish if he could. That joker is ungodly and profane. What's that? Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. See, straight profane and a fornicator, meaning he just nasty, a pervert. Now, I wanted Proverbs, is it 30, 3 and 31? 3 and 31, that's what it is. Proverbs 3 and 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor. Who is the oppressor? See, who printing up money, billions of dollars? Who printing up billions of dollars while you got homeless people in your country and you giving it to some freaking migrants that's jumping the border? And that's not just coming from Hispanic countries, they coming from all over the place. You giving them money. That's just the ultimate wickedness, man, and oppression. You still charge a minimum wage, but you sitting around giving billions of dollars to some darn migrants. It says, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. See, don't choose none of his ways where he want to be a pervert, and you want to sit around and be a pervert with him. And see, they come over here on the beach, and they participate in the ways of Esau. See, it ain't just the African, the Hamite, that's walking around naked. See, a bunch of Negroes and Hispanics, they'll follow the white man culture to walk around naked with a G-string on, talking about naked and afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid because a bunch of people want to walk around naked because they following the caveman. See, somebody that lived in a cave and pissed and pooped in a cave. This is his habitat, regular habitat in the cave, in Petra. See, they come from Petra over there, and they was living in a bunch of caves, man, messing with dogs and animals. And you want to be like him, let's go over there and walk on the beach. See, I had one girl, she told me, I want to be in a nudist, I want to be on the nude beach and hang out with the nudist people. So you a nudist fool. Because you trying to go and follow the ways of your oppressor, got you working 3-4 jobs, killing yourself, try to go get drunk, and high to forget about the crap and make it seem like you living a life and you having fun and you doing something with your life when really you just slaving for the devil. See, slaving for these darn dragons. Because what they said in Zechariah, Zechariah, Zechariah 11 and 5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. See, they'll work you to death on these jobs, man. These people will work you to death. And they did it during slavery. Some of them slaves didn't last but for 365 days. And they dropped dead. And they went to go get 300 more slaves on the ship and bring them on over here. Keep bringing them. See, because we going to work them to death in the sugarcane field. The women not even having a menstrual cycle. See, we working them so hard, they ain't even having a menstrual cycle. It says their possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. See, that's why in Babylon it say, all the nations was drinking her wine. See, the lies that she pushing and living deliciously with her. Because the big lie is that we gonna go over here and get rich off the children of Israel. You can open up you a store over here. You can open up you a hotel. You can open up all kind of businesses, and now you can get rich because these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they barely can open up a lemonade stand on the side of the road. The police will be rolling up on them. Hey, you gotta have a license for a lemonade stand. You can't sell lemonade over here. See, that's what a dragon will do, man. It says, and their own shepherds pity them not. Their own people ain't gonna care nothing about them. So you're going over there and we'll give you a grant to open up you a gas station, open up you a hotel, a store in the mall to sell fake jewelry. See? So what time we at? Hour. So I'm gonna close out. Let me get Daniel 12. Yeah, Daniel 12 and 1. It said, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which stood up for the children of your people. So Michael and the angel is coming for the Israelites, the children of Daniel's people, which the tribe of Judah and the other 10 tribes, the other Israelites. This is who Michael is standing up for. He's not standing up for Jehovah wickedness. He's not standing up for a Christian church. Okay, so when Michael stand up, this is what's gonna happen. Daniel 7 and 18, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So when Michael stand up, he gonna gather the Israelites and then they gonna take over the world. See, it ain't gonna be no Christian church and all these pastors sucking money out of people's pockets. It's gonna be the Israelites that's gonna be raised up. That's why you got all these superhero commercial, TV shows, superhero Marvel comic books, because it's talking about the house of David being raised up. That's gonna take over the world, the real saints. See, the children of Daniel's people, they gonna get delivered and they gonna get superpowers. Let's get that. I'll end it on that. It says, this is Zechariah 12 and verse 8 to get to the point. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. So these feeble Israelites they're going to be transformed, and they're going to turn into warriors like King David. It says, and the house of David shall be as God. See, they're going to be gods on the earth. As the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. So it's going to be all out war on anybody that's coming against the house of David. And they're going to destroy them and put them in submission. Just like Revelation 2 and 26. That all nations is going to be ruled with a rod of iron. See, the house of David is going to rule them just like during the time of David. He ruled the world, him and Solomon. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.